So today, I went to CVS and I saw this. Sharpie pens. Not Fineliners. Pens. Roll the intro. So when I saw this, I had to have it, mainly because I'm obsessed with Sharpies. I don't know why I am, but I am. So I just had to take a look at them and review them because, for one, it's a Sharpie pen. But it looks like an actual pen. Here's a pen. It looks like a pen. And I'm confused because we have these things. They're advertised as Sharpie pens. They say Sharpie pens right there. But they're Fineliners. Like, you use them as a Fineliner. Case in point, here's a Fineliner. They're exactly the same. What purpose do these serve? Do you actually use them as a pen? Do you take notes with these? I have to know. Just gonna peel back. Oh. It did the thing. Give me a minute to clean up. So we have them opened up. Wow, that's it. The packaging did say it was a 0.8. Feels like a normal pen. Oh, well that sucks. It doesn't even hold the bottom. Oh, this part isn't dual tip, so it's just random loose bit. Is that where you put the ink? It feels cheap too. Like, this feels really cheap. It's not cheap. This thing was not cheap at all. But yeah, this feels like cheap plastic I would get like a Dollar Tree. And then this feels like good sturdy plastic, and it actually holds on to the pen cap. No, this doesn't. Okay, this isn't a bit. I'm being serious. Let's compare it to some other Sharpies. Okay, so these aren't all my Sharpies. I'm missing my dual tip, but you get the gist. It doesn't even match the Sharpies that come before it, because the paint ones you can excuse. They are completely different types of Sharpies. So I excuse them for looking different. It's not that bad, and it still works. Like, you can still tell there's a theme with them, and the other Sharpies fit in. And then this guy is pretty different, but he's meant to look more like a Fineliner, so again, he gets a little bit of a pass. This dude just does not fit in. Like, I feel like this is almost like a silver Sharpie. Just weird, man. The part I'm really curious is, does this write like this? Or does it write like a pen? I really want to know. So, as our baseline, oh yeah, and these are the pens I got for free on Amazon. Hopefully the video is out by the time this one gets out, but let's just do a squiggly line. You know what, let's do a stick man. Alright, there's our little stick man. Let's zoom in so you guys can see what I see. Now we're going to draw a second stick man with the Sharpie Fineliner pens. Okay, so in the middle, we're going to use the Sharpie pen. I have to also hold it with my thumb when I move my pen so the cap doesn't fly off. Alright, let's test it. Okay, first impressions. It writes just like a Sharpie. It's not as... the black isn't as deep as the black on the Sharpie Fineliner. It's not as smooth as a gel pen. Like, a gel pen is smooth. Like, it is a smooth pen. This is not smooth. Sharpies are not smooth. The Sharpie pen inherits that. It is not a smooth writing utensil. When I wrote my full name, it's a little darker than the actual... Actually, no, I take back. It's lightening up. The pigment is changing. It's not smearing, that's good. And there's not a lot of bleeding, which is good. Why do you exist? Who's gonna use this as an actual, who's gonna sit in class and take notes? I'm gonna be holding this in my other hand or put it back in my bag because it won't stay on the pen. But I'm gonna be taking notes like, yes sir, yes. John William Adams did a thing in 1932 and it was really fascinating and cool. And I gotta say, I'm learning quite a lot. Like, no, you don't use a Sharpie to take notes. I love Sharpies, and that is a line even I won't cross. Who at Sharpie HQ thought this was a good idea? This is a good idea because this is a fineliner. You use it to do art. It has a reason to exist. The normal Sharpie has a reason to exist. The brush tip one has a reason to exist. The ultrafine has a reason to exist. The chisel has a reason to exist. The Sharpie King has a reason to exist. The Sharpie paint line has a reason to exist. This doesn't, because it's stupid expensive. You wanna know how much this cost me? There's a reason why I didn't mention it in the beginning, because I had a feeling this would happen. This cost me at CVS, it was originally selling for $7.79. It was on sale for 25% off for $5.84. 2 Sharpies, so 2 Sharpie pens. That is ridiculous. To me, that is absurd, charging that much for 2 pens. Like, a pack of these, like, I think I've gotten 10 packs for like 11 bucks or like 12 bucks. Okay, this is a problem. This is cheap. It feels cheap. The plastic does not feel like it's Sharpie material. Like, these aren't expensive plastics, I fully admit, but they don't feel cheap. This does. And the tip kinda is a fine liner tip, but not really, because it's more of a pen tip. Just for funsies, I'm going to take the Sharpie pen and I'm going to make a line with it. Now, let's compare this to not only the other Sharpie pen. That's another thing. Why are they both called Sharpie pens? There we go. Now let's compare this to Micron, just for funsies. 005, 02. I'm out of 01 and 03, so we're just going straight to 2. 05, 08. That's a problem I have, because if you remember on the packaging, it advertised itself as a 08, and as you can see, 08's a lot bigger. It's quite a bit bigger. There is a notable difference. Now, this is advertised more as a 0.5, so you know what? That lines up perfectly fine, so good advertisement. This is not 0.8. Is that different in pens than fine liners? I would really like to know. I don't know if I want to continue. I don't know if I had the idea because I was kind of hoping these were kind of cool and kind of good. So I drew a picture of Hero Ball. I know you can't see it with the brightness of the camera, but I did draw one in the Prisma blue pen, and I was going to ink it with these. I'm debating if I want to. Wow, I really am debating if it's worth it to actually sit down and draw something with these crappy pens. For context, I am filming this. It is 1:25. It is 1:25 when I'm filming this video. I can't sleep, so I thought, you know, I'll make a fun video. I want to test out these Sharpie pens. But no, I'm really debating now if I want to waste time inking a drawing with these crappy things. You know what? I'll toss that on my bed, and let's just do it. Let's just knock it out real quick. Do you want to do this in real time? I kind of want to do this in real time to show you how... Okay. Stay over there. I don't like these pens. Oh my gosh, these may break me. I think we found something that is... I don't like this. I don't like any of this. What? No, I'm not going to ink this. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time inking with a crappy pen. No, this gets the seal of disapproval. You know, I don't have like a approval rating. I don't have like a standard of improvement. I don't have a ranking system. If I did, it wouldn't even be on there. It'd be -1. It wouldn't even be 0. It'd be -1. This thing has no reason to exist. It's too expensive It's way too expensive. It's useless, it's superfluous, it's cheaply made, the design is horrible. And who's going to use a Sharpie as a pen? Like, if they did something to the ink where it was like a gel pen, I could understand that. But no. There are just some days in my career as an artist that you just have to look at something and say, no, this is one of them. Don't buy this. I love Sharpie, and keep in mind, I am a huge Sharpie fanboy. I have a collection of Sharpies. I mean, it's in my collection, but I wish I never heard of it. You know what? If you guys have these, let me know if you like them. Let me know if they work for you. They don't work for me. Clear as day, we've established it does not work for me. But, you know, that's my opinion. I'm holding to it. I want to hear what you guys... I legitimately want to hear if you guys like this thing and why you like them. Because as an artist and a student, keep in mind, as a student who likes Sharpies, as an artist who likes Sharpies, I don't like this. Subscribe if you want more art-based content. I'm sorry for how this review came out, but those pens genuinely ticked me off. I feel insulted. I want an apology. I want to almost like call the Sharpie company. I want to send them an email like, look, I feel offended by the quality of these pens. I want an I want someone needs to say they're sorry. Yeah. Normal YouTube jazz. See you in the next video.